Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Purchase Field here at Purchase College in Harrison, New York. Today's matchup is the final regular season game for the Birchwattle Lennox Lions, as they are hosting here in Westchester, New York, the Trevor Day School in a non-league matchup, their last regular season matchup before they go into the playoffs. This is more of a scrimmage-type game for this team, but it is senior night or senior afternoon, and they're going to be led by their seniors today. An all-senior starting lineup is what I've been told, or at least as many of them as they can fit. Trevor Day School, they're rocking. I'm not sure. I think the reserves are on the side with the. I'm joined without Jack Shear today. We're minus him, but I am here finally with the soccer game with videographer and photographer Andrew Kaplan. Andrew is going to be helping me out for some of the video today, as well as covering a lot of photos for this afternoon. It looks like we have number 16, Jasper Jacobs, starting out. I'll be manning the camera from now on for a little bit. We'll alternate. It looks like the game is ready to go. It's senior night here at Purchase Field as Birch starts. Not a senior, Ryan Agolnik. And be sure to follow and subscribe to both YouTube and Instagram for the Birchwattle Lennox Lions at BWL Sports and BWL Live. I want to move back, actually. I think that's a better option. In goal for these Lions is Eric Lee. Yeah, gold. Yep. A little clarification from the refs, just asking us what this color line is. I think we're good. It's going to be a corner kick for the Trevor Day School, as it's lofted a little high. A lot of airplanes here at Purchase Field. Purchase Panthers, as they go by. Purchase College, part of the SUNY education program here in New York. Tyler show to kick it off. And that's almost intercepted by Trevor, but it's not. Number 11 for Trevor touches it to himself. As pretty buggy out here. Hopefully all sounding and looking good. We did an Instagram Live pre-game, and we're looking to do one right before and during the halftime of this game. Doing a little bit of a different style here, using a different camera to film today's game, more of a wider angle lens. As Nico Nassim, number 24, is chasing down number 7. The Trevor Day School looks like there's a water bottle someone stepped on. Number 16, Tyler Trisheau, running after. And that is going to be a goal. 1-0. The Trevor Day School. 1-0. We're going to keep track of all of our goals, assistant goals, but also the score of the overall game. Your notes document, as we have promised to do previously. Jasper Jacobs, Nico Nassim, Tyler Trisheau, Jared, Tobias Kloner, Frank Seaman, Ryan Agolnik, as well as Russell Fisher, who has a breakaway. Just wide, Russell Fisher. Russell Fisher has looked fantastic this season coming into the final game. He has had upwards of 10 goals so far this season. It's crazy to think that this season has gone by so fast. It's been upwards of a month. And we have not played a true opponent such as Trevor, a non-league match. But it looks like now is the time. As Russell Fisher intercepts it, can he get going? No. Dylan Blackman. And it's going to stay in. And it's going to be booted to number 10. Nice touch by number 10. Don't mind me if I take some photos of this game. I'm solo manning it. Once again, missing our secondary play-by-play guy, Jack Shear. We hope to have him back somewhat in the playoffs. And speaking of playoffs, tomorrow is the final regular season game for girls varsity volleyball, which we hope to cover in its entirety tomorrow. Jasper Jacobs puts it over here, and it's going to go out of bounds for Trevor Day School. Number 19 is going to throw it in. Oh, yeah, we do. Trevor acknowledging. A friend in Trevor, not here today. I'll ask. That looks like inadvertent. That's going to be out, exactly. That's going to be blue Birch ball. Number 19 from Trevor, acknowledging our presence. We appreciate him. Oh, nice boot by Tyler. And that's going to go out as the referee calls. Always calling to watch Speedy Ryan at Golnick. He's always speedy. Him along as Russell Fisher can really get out there for the small guys on this team. And unlike the small guys, Frank Seaman, a huge presence lengthwise, but also a speedy eye. He's been rushing down each and every time he's been starting so far this season. You can view a mini interview with Mr. C, or Daniel, as he's known around Birch, on our Instagram page. As it looks like Tyler is going to get there. Tobias needs to get a little going. He's been he's helped the team, but he hasn't had many points this season, which is all right. You always want a defender like Tobias on your team. So we have a airline going past here at Purchase. Not sure exactly what's happening now. It looks like maybe a substitution of sorts. Ball's in play for number 4 of Trevor Day. Trevor Day, the ball is in play. It's a 0-1 game here. Birch is not. Trevor Day is in the lead as number 12. What a wide. A little bit wide for Trevor Day. Number 12 looking to get going. It's Russell Fisher. Looks like Dylan Blackman going to boot it to Russell Fisher, and Russell's a speedy guy, as previously mentioned. Russell's not going to get there, but Frank Seaman has the chance to, and he does. As senior Dylan Blackman dealing with a little bit of a small injury going into the game today. A nice feed ahead from Trevor. Dylan has to be careful. T has to be careful, and Eric handles it perfectly. Number 11 cuts it off from Frank Seaman, number 36, as Trevor Day has held the ball so far in the early action of play of, what is it now? 32 minutes and 16 seconds, as Eric Lee handles that perfectly. Zach Murphy not here today. Eric Lee taking over full-time duty for him today in the final regular season game. We hope to have, we will have Zach Murphy back. He's been absolutely marvelous, as well as Eric, both contributing to 1.5 shutouts, respectively. A nice wraparound pass, and that's going to be delivered to the green goalie for Trevor Day School. Trevor Day and a fellow Upper East Side school alongside ourselves. One of the only, Frank, I don't really know that many other schools that we've played personally. Don't have any people I know on them. I don't know anybody. But Trevor Day is definitely a school. Trevor Day, Dalton, because I guess they're not in our league directly. But I really think they're more known, especially, maybe just to me. But you live and learn, as they say. That's going to be called. Subs. Checking into the game, number 17, Andor Fisher. Number 37, Charlie Brewster. And number 8, Matthew Pelly. Checking out of the game, number 31, Dylan Blackman. Number 24, Nico Nassim. And, staying in the game, Charlie Blackman. But Nico checking out. Trying to see who else checked out of the game. As they call handball. You know who else checked out of the game right there? Okay. Looks like Jasper Jacobs as well, checking out of the game. Coach Vukovic, always a vocal coach, no matter what sport it is. He's tennis, he's soccer, he's basketball. Always vocal, as just wide, and that's going to be a goal kick for Eric Lee. Eric Lee, a newcomer to the school 2 years ago, if I'm being correct. Eric Lee has been I'm one of the nicest guys. 1 year ago? 1 to 2 years ago. I apologize. I'm not too sure on that. Last year's always a blur for everybody here. No matter who you ask, last year really doesn't exist. And that ball is headed into my direction, but it's going to be stopped by Matthew, trying to get it away from number 19, but number 12 steals it. But Matthew is a speedy little guy, and he will try and get there to stop it. Number 12 on Trevor Day. Perfectly handled by Eric. Eric has had some nice, hand-eye coordination moments where easy and a nice boot by Eric. I really like this camera better. We're trying to get maybe some sort of Instagram Live instead. It's a little difficult, as we previously mentioned, especially with Lennox Hill regulations, as well as outdoor, no internet. It's just been a little struggle in our inaugural year as a full-time sports media group. We've had on and off in the past, but myself, Andrew Kaplan, as well as Jack Schur, and a little bit we'll be joined by another broadcaster, John Burke. He'll be joining us for basketball as well as tomorrow's volleyball game. One of my dear friends, I host a podcast with him. He's a great guy, and he has a very signature voice, which you guys are going to love. He'll be starting tomorrow and on and off play-by-play with volleyball as they look to get themselves back. They actually clinched the playoffs on a relatively strange record, a 3-7 record, but they are in the playoffs, and they can't lose that spot is what I've been told. Tomorrow's game, just like this, is more of a qualifier. Not qualifier, but more of a practice scrimmage. This, of course, is senior night. And throughout the next week, we're going to be putting out posts on our Instagram page, senior spotlights for both volleyball as well as soccer. We look forward to you guys to see that. Seniors mean a lot for us here at Birch. They really help all the underclassmen, faculty, everybody loves, especially on athletics. Everybody looks up to seniors. Assistant coach Alex is here, as well as Coach Vukovic, as well as a full squad. Mr. C, athletic director, right over there, as well as Mr. C, athletic trainer and athletic director Todd DiVittorio are all joining us here at Purchase Field, one of our favorite spots, as looks like Tyler Trichot airmails it to the 40-yard line. One thing that I wish Birch had, but I can clearly understand why they don't, is a football team as it goes out of bounds. Andrew Kaplan right here doing some photo. Hey, Andrew, how we doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. Nice field. Inadvertent, but it comes back to Matthew as he pitches it on to his left to Russell Fisher. Russell, always a stylish player, has always been, not a camera-shy player. As a field goal is good for Frank Seaman. That unfortunately is not 3 points. This is soccer, but that was beautiful. That was a field goal attempt. That was good, 1-for-1 for Frank Seaman. As it gets back to Birch, Frank Seaman gives it back. Ryan Agolnik, speedy guy, getting the ball. Matthew, nice ball movement. Nice ball movement. Gets it right between the legs. Trevor Day School. As they come back. Number 11 has looked fast. He's looked steady so far in this early game. 26 minutes elapsed here at Purchase Field. Purchase Field, I guess, is Purchase Field. Purchase College Field, as that is a nice save by Eric, not in frame. I apologize for that. But that was a nice save by Eric, airmailed into his direction. Eric's going to boot it off right into the head of number 12 for Trevor Day, to 11, to 36, playing around with Jared. And it looks like that's going to be saved by, that looks to be Tyler. And that is that wasn't in, right? No, that was out. That was to the left. Or in baseball, they go like this. Eric Lee. Andrew, you're taking some great pictures so far. I want to give a lot of credit to you. And what you guys can look for coming up soon, written by Jessica Lichtenstein, a little bit of an article written in the BWL.org page. We'll get back to that after Russell Fisher, speedy guy, running down the left side of the football and soccer field. But it's taken right back by Trevor Day, passing it to number 10, trying to avoid Matthew as he does, but Ryan Agolnick off a white ball. That was off of us. That's white ball. We're lucky. A lot of stuff has been on the left-hand side for us to cover today, as we have elapsed 24 and a half minutes remaining in this game. What a boot by the goalie of Trevor Day, as that's going to roll. As Tobias hits it, a little bit of a push-off from number 36, of Trevor Day. So number 4 is racing in the bottom, far left corner. Nice distraction by Tyler to get that out of here. And that's a goal. That's going to be
for
Trevor Day.
Trevor Day.
2-0 Trevor Day. That was just too pretty of a goal. Can't really complain. Eric is not, even though he does look tall, I don't think Eric is 8 feet. That was a gorgeous shot by Trevor Day. Nothing you can do about that.
Great kick. Credit to Trevor Day.
But Mr. Vukovic will not give credit to Trevor Day, as he will definitely think that is a big issue. Try and take some pictures of seniors, especially today. That's going to go be right to Frank Seaman. He has someone over there. He'll give it to Agolnick. Agolnick avoids the man. Agolnick back to Frank Seaman, and that is a little too much on that by Ryan Agolnick. Ryan Agolnick, the last game I was at, had 2 fantastic goals. He's looked absolutely fantastic in his limited time so far this season, but he's been absolutely fantastic. As that is airmailed, but it'll stay in for Trevor Day. Is number 36 on the far right-hand side. He's going to take it. It's going to be out. And that's going to be Birch soccer ball. I think soccer is the only sport where you don't say, it's going to be Birch football, Birch basketball. It's going to be Birch ball. As Dylan Blackman tries to avoid, you have to be careful. Andor Fisher, number 17, a sophomore. Matthew Pele. Number 10 right here for Trevor Day. Boots it. And that's going to be kick. This is going to be I believe it's going to be a corner kick for number 7. A nice save by Eric Lee As we got some good shots there. Andrew, this is your first time taking photos at a soccer game. I'm not correct, am I?
Correct. Oh, what a nice save by Eric Lee.
Looking good on that right in front of the Trevor Day player. Yeah. Looks like a little something on the field. I'll take care of that at halftime. So far, it's an 0-2 game. Trevor Day in the lead as Matthew gets it to Frank. Right back to Russell.
Off to the races for Russell.
It's going to be nice ball movement so far for Trevor Day School. Trevor Day, as they're trying to get another goal, and that's going to be deflected to Eric. He'll boot it out. Nice play by Eric Lee, but that will be a corner kick. There's another airplane, a lot of airplanes. I believe we're right near a little small airport here. As I've seen, look at that little plane. That's crazy.
Yeah, but let's talk about Eric Lee. Really finding himself at home in that goalie position.
Eric Lee's looked great so far in his time in goal. As Andrew Kaplan has said, if that was picked up or not. Corner kick for Trevor. Corner kick for Trevor. It's going to be handball. I believe that's going to be a handball. It's number 12, recollects. Referee's calling for the ball in the far right-hand corner. Looks like Trevor Day's a little bit unhappy with the call, or the timing at least, from Birch. Trying to get an action shot here, but this is a kick for Trevor Day as the wall is lined up of Ryan and Golnick, Tobias Kloner, Jared, and Tyler. Looks like they're abandoning the wall. Oh, what a nice save by Birch. Inadvertent, I think, but also, nonetheless, a beauty. And that just sails over. Got a lot of lofted things. I'm going to go pick this little thing up. Little issue. Little thing on the... Looks like a little flag from a flag football match. Don't want anybody slipping on that. As we have Matthew near me, Ryan, as well as Tyler. That's going to be lofted to number 28. They look good. They look real good. They look calm and collective as they bring it back out. Number 19 has 28. Ryan and Golnick, some sort of thing on the field. Looks like a cone. Trying to avoid that. Matthew has to get there. He does. Over to Frank Seaman. Trying to get a breakaway, but it's intercepted by number 30 of Trevor Day. That's gorgeous. Number 7 crosses it to number 11, trying to cut it off. He does. Number 11. That's... Whose ball is that? That is Trevor's ball. Corner kick, just over the head of everybody, as Birch is trying to get themselves going. Coach is calling for Russell to get there. A little bit of a lull in the action right now, but Tobias Kloner kicks it out, and that's going to be out of play. Excuse me. Number 12 for Trevor Day to 28. 28, and that's going to be touched by Ryan Agolnik. He will get there just barely, but it is going to be out on Ryan. Good hustle play from Ryan as well, though. A throw in. Number 7, Crafty. Crafty, number 7. Oh, right in the face. And that is going to be a goal, we hope. He's all right. That went right into his face. It's going to be 3-0 Trevor Day. That's unfortunate. 3-0. 3-0 Trevor Day. Not looking so great. They're calling for substitution. Hopefully he's okay. As he's going to check out. Weird shading here towards the end of the first half, 14 minutes. We're going to start an Instagram live video at 5 minutes as the ball is on the left side of the field. The goalie is coming out of the goal. They have an opportunity, but they don't see it. Andor Fisher lofts it. Now it's going to be taken by Trevor as they've had a lot of chances this afternoon. A speedy number 4. And he will keep that. No, that's not going to be kept. That's going to be Birch ball. We're hoping Tobias Corner's all right. He's on the sideline getting some Mr. C attention. A little bit of a
medical treatment going on the sidelines, but it looks like a corner kick for Trevor Day.
We hope he's all right. Didn't look too pretty. That's going to be nicely touched by Frank, but number 12 deflected by 19 on Trevor Day and stolen by Ryan Agolnik, and they are going to let that go out. Coach Vukovic. I'm trying to do a YouTube short. I'm not too familiar with that. I always want to reach everybody, no matter how they want to be reached. Russell Fisher. Nothing there. Not a lot going for both teams.
He's fighting back. Russell Fisher with a big duel with number 30. Now number 32 has it.
All right, we're trying a YouTube short right now. It's YouTube's, portable media type. We're at a 3-0 game of Trevor Day versus Birch here at Purchase. The final game of the season and senior night. All right, hopefully that went well. Corner kick for Trevor Day School. They've had a lot of corner kicks so far this game, right, Andrew?
Definitely. They just have so many opportunities, and their passes are just so connected. Great performance from Trevor Day so far.
That's saved by Birch. Apologies, that wasn't viable on camera. Visible. Visible. Eric Lee going to take it out just upwards of 10 minutes. A lot of cars entering this facility. Hopefully they are for us, but I doubt it. Some sort of baseball game or something. Trevor Day taking it up. It's going to be taken back by Ryan Agolnik. Ryan Agolnik trying to clear. Can't clear it, and that's not looking good, but Tyler Truchot does right to Trevor Day. A lot of difficult balls so far. That's been lofted up for Birch as Jared heads it right to Matthew, who's going to head it right to Dylan. Fancy schmancy. Right to Frank Seaman. Frank Seaman needs to clear it. Clears it to, I believe that is Charlie Brewster. on the far side. Charlie Brewster takes it. Charlie Brewster going. Charlie Brewster still going. Charlie Brewster to Andor Fisher, number 17 on the far right-hand side. And that is going to stay in bounds. And Dylan Blackman trying to get that back. He does. He does successfully. And that's going to be Birch ball retaining with Birch on the far side. A quick throw in. A quick throw in. Go, Andrew, go. A quick throw in. It's going to be thrown in right to, looks like Charlie Brewster lofts it to nobody. And I don't know what's happening here. I don't know where they are. But there's not a lot of communication going on with this Birch team. Something that they need to get for the playoff time. That's going to be offside. That's going to be offside, signaled by the referee. Referee pointing to a specific spot for Tyler to throw in as a... Hasn't looked so great for Birch so far in the first half, around 10 minutes remaining. It's a 3-0 game as Tyler boots it over the head of everybody for the goalie to retrieve. Bright Green cannot miss him as he completely bombs it to the 45-yard line, and that is out. Substitution. Checking into the game, number 22, Tyler Rousseau checking in and out of the game. Correction, make that Henrik Zemecki checking into the game, checking out of the game is Andor Fisher. Andor Fisher, of course, no relation to Russell Fisher, but both in the same grade. Number 28 of Trevor Day takes it. Ryan trying to, a beautiful cross. That's beautiful, but that is going to be offside for Trevor Day School. A lot of cars coming in. Don't know exactly what it's for. Suburbans, you got Toyotas, you got RAV4s, you got Audis, Mitsubishis, all sorts of cars I've seen as Tyler is going to boot that away. He boots it right to, and that's going to be a handball for Charlie Brewster. Trevor Day, a really tough opponent is what we've heard, and then they've been following that guideline that we've heard so far early in this game. Birch is trying to get at least something to get in the half as we have another JetBlue aircraft interrupting our fantastic game today. Oh, Russell Fisher, you got to get there. A little bit of a lack of effort for Russell Fisher, but it looks like we'll be all right. That is onside, it looks like, as Tyler touches it, and that's going to stay with Trevor. Looks like a goalie substitution. Checking out of the game is a goalie, and checking into the game is a goalie for Trevor. Russell looks like he's out of breath, a little bit tired so far, running back and forth. But a beautiful photo op for myself. On the far right side, if we resume on the far right side, looks like there is going to be another corner for the Trevor Day School. Countless corners so far in this game for Trevor in the far right-hand side. I'd say maybe 10 already in the first half. Birch needs to get some stops, and it starts right here as that's lofted above everybody. Dylan needs to clear this, and he does. Dylan needs to clear this. He has Charlie right in front of him. Gives it to him a little bit of a speedier threat than himself, especially dealing with a small sublime injury. And that's going to go right off. Nice passing. Frank Seaman. It gets ricocheted back to himself. But once again, great defense. Great defense from Trevor. Number 10 has number 7. That's going to be onside. And that's going to stay with Trevor. Beautiful passing so far we've seen from Trevor. As 28 doesn't see him, but he's there. Number 10 right over there, and that's going to be not on goal, to say the least, and that's going to be a goal kick. Substitution. Checking into the game. It's good to see him back. Tobias Kloner. A nice round of applause given to him. Checking out of the game for number 40, Henrik Zemecki. Tobias Kloner previously had a little bit of a face injury, getting nailed in the face.
Good to see Tobias back in the game.
What'd you say, Andrew?
Good to see Tobias back in the game.
Yeah, you always hate when a player, especially in the school sports, goes down. As Eric Lee kicks it off, boots it to Tobias, can't get it. Charlie Sherman checking into the game, seeing some action, a little bit of limited action so far in this season for Charlie. A lot of Charlies on this team. 2 Charlies, 2 Fishers, 1 Vukovic, except if you are on the Bulls, there's 2. But in this regard, that's going to be staying. It's going to be a corner kick. Around 5 minutes left. I'm going to start an Instagram live video, as I previously told I would do. But this will be a simulcast on Instagram. It'll be live on Instagram as well as recorded here in a moment. All right, and we're going to go live on Instagram for the final 5 minutes. Checking the connection, and we're live on Instagram, as well as this being pre-recorded on YouTube. Will be out probably tomorrow. We're live. It's a 3-0 game in favor of Trevor Day School. Birch has looked a little bit slow so far. We gave you some pregame action live. We're going to get the final 5 minutes as well as some halftime footage for you guys on Instagram. This is also being simulcasted on a pre-recording video by myself and videographer Andrew Kaplan here at Purchase College in Harrison, New York. It's a beautiful day, sunny, very sunny. It's a nice brisk breeze, some glare, everything you want in a sport outage. Andrew and I are both covering this game, our first game together in soccer. You take over the camera for me a little bit now, if that's all right. Great to hear. As we're getting some footage of an 0-3 game right now. It hasn't looked too great. Nothing too bad, but looks like the communication has to step up in the early play. This is, of course, the last regular season game before the Birchwood Lennox Lions enter the playoffs, and they are trying to get on the same page before the playoffs begin, especially in the case that they make it far. Corner kick for Trevor, as they've had countless corner kicks so far today, upwards of 15, mostly on the right-hand side, but a few on the far left side. A nice deflection from Birch, as that's going to get to Charlie Brewster, and he will be inadvertently tripped. Looks very accidental here. Charlie Shearman is in the game. The senior's in the game. You just subbed out. Excuse me. That was our final sub previously. Seniors in the game right now are Tyler Trishow, Dylan Blackman, Frank Seaman, all in the game. Charlie is over there. He came right back. You also have all the seniors here on Senior Afternoon at Purchase College. It's been a very nice year so far for these boys as they continue to impress. And once again, this is being simulcasted here on Instagram Live as our live little feature. We're trying to get live broadcasts. Maybe Instagram Live is the solution, but we have to figure that out. But this will be uploaded on tape on YouTube within the next 24 to 36 hours. William Rosen joined by Andrew Kaplan on video and photo today. As Eric Lee takes it, Eric Lee has looked pretty fine. Most of the goals happen to be very good goals so far for this Trevor's team. But as that looked like a handball. But they're not going to call it. Refs have looked good so far. Nothing to complain home about. As Dylan Blackman to Charlie. Make that Frank Seaman. Gets up. Matthew takes it. Right to Russell. And he has an opportunity, a big opportunity. They need this going into the half. 1 minute to play. Can't get anything going. They need to get this, and it doesn't look like it. It's just going to be cleared by Trevor with 1 minute left to play in the first half here at Purchase College. Has not looked great for Birch so far. Dylan Blackman racing ahead to Frank Seaman. 47 seconds remain in the first half of play as Charlie Brewster is tripped. Not going to call anything, though. 38 seconds remaining. Trevor trying to get one more goal to cap off an impressive 3-0 half here at Purchase Field at Purchase College. And that looks like it's going to be a good field goal. Earlier in the game, we had a fantastic field goal. Once again, this is soccer, so I don't count, but it looks great. On the video, who was that? Who was earlier? I think it was Frank.
That was Frank Seaman earlier. He put it right through the uprights, but unfortunately, this is not football. Well, this is not American football anyway.
Yeah, Frank had a fantastic curving kick that just went through the end, the uprights. As we are reaching halftime here at Purchase College. Birch losing to Dalton 0-3. We'll be back on the pre-recorded video at the beginning of the second half. And we're back. Second half action here at Purchase College. Home of the Panthers is what they're called here. We had an Instagram live for the half as the second half is going to be underway shortly. It's not looking so great for the Birch-Watson Lennox varsity soccer team so far as they're losing 0-3. But Mr. G. Vittorio, our interview of the half, said that he's looking for some more momentum going into the second half. So, without a doubt, here we go. Birch starts it. Birch, once again, switching sides. But no matter what side they are getting beat by number 38. Number 38 was in goal earlier, but now is transitioned into the play. Oh, nice deflection by Tobias Kloner. Opportunity for Russell Fisher. Can he capitalize? Can he capitalize? No, he cannot right now. Trying to get back that ball. Russell, a little too small for the opponent. Has number 32 in the far right corner. And that's going to curve. That's going to be Trevor Ball. That's help. Number 11 to kick it. He's going to loft it for 38. A little too far, but creeping up. And T cannot get there. T's fast, but T is not that fast. Erkley lofts it up to Birch, but it's going to stay with Trevor. Trevor has been a ball magnet so far in the game. It looks like they've only put 30 minutes on the clock for this half. Maybe they're, taking a 10-minute break, a 10-minute off, or they just forgot to do that in the booth. But they need time. Birch needs as much time as they can get to get at least 3 goals. Number 38 in the far left corner. Trying to cross it, but he can do it himself. Yes. No, he cannot. As there has to be someone back. There has to be someone back for this team. So far, there has not been anybody back. Once again, I'm joined by Andrew Kaplan on camera and myself on the mic and camera. A different type of camera, of course. A little bit of an ankle breakage there, but not to suffice. Cool down a little bit, right, Andrew?
Yeah, definitely. It was a very hot day this morning, but very comfortable now, nearing sunset, and very beautiful here at SUNY Purchase Field.
Mm-hmm. You heard it from our assistant weather correspondent here, Andrew Kaplan. Andrew, let me ask you a question. You're known for photo around the school. What is your favorite photo you've ever taken?
The favorite photo I've taken, probably a photo of Francisco Lindor, one of the Mets players. He's the shortstop, actually. Probably him running down the first base line during a game. As we see a
little bit of a meggage, but not to suffice. Again, that's going to not get through as Eric Lee handles it calmly. Number 30 trying to handle it for Trevor, and looks like a little bit of a ricochet.
Up to Coach Vukovic.
Coach Vukovic, I'm going to assume, is not incredibly pleased with his team's performance right now.
He does not. He definitely does not look like a happy camper.
Looks like number 7 lofts it to a speedy eye. Number 38. Oh, a nice save by Eric Lee. Eric Lee coming out of the goal to protect his team. Number 4 on the far right, Nico Nassim. That's a flop. That's a horrible call. That's a horrible call. That is such a big dive. Nico's replicating it. Nico has to be careful. Nico's known around here for being a little bit rowdy, but that was a horrible call. And let's get that in instant replay, if I remember to do that in post. That was a, let's see, I'm going to give a little sign here. Get that in instant replay. But that was a big time dive, as that's going to be booted out by Eric Lee in goal. Eric has looked good. It's been unfortunate. 3 goals are not his fault. At least all 3 of them are not, especially the one that lofted right over his head. That's a beautiful, beautiful shot by Andrew Kaplan. Be sure you're following Sports BWL on Instagram, as well as our YouTube page, BWL Live, for all updates and action. As we have Frank Seaman lifts it. Whoa, what a beautiful pass. Can he get there? Russell cannot, but that is... Oh, that's horrible. Looked like Russell was tripped up on the right.
Big tumble down there at the other end, but now it's up by number 10. He's got the breakaway.
Number 10 on the far left side, cuts around, trying to avoid, can't avoid his ankle. Tripped up by himself as Jared cannot save it. Jared a little too much for himself, as number 38 going to throw in for Trevor. Hands it to 11, so he will throw it in. I don't know what's happening here. No one's near him. Number 10 to 4. 4 to 19. 19 intercepted by Nico Nassim, a senior. It's senior night, and the senior gets the ball. Number 6. Number 12 on the far right-hand side for Trevor. A little fancy. And number 7. But Dylan Blackman, another senior, given to Tyler Trishow. Another senior. Seniors are having a lot of touches today. And that's going to be out. Trevor ball on the side. Side out for Trevor. Jasper Jacobs into the game, another senior. A lot of Plains. They are not seniors. They are Plains. But Russell Fisher they need to get something going. Around 23 minutes remaining in the second half of play. Dylan giving it his all. It doesn't really matter. It's a scrimmage, but at least Russell, can he see it? Yes, he does. Russell, can he get there? He does. It looks like Russell's a little slow right now. Some contact. Whoa. That's... a red card. A red card for number 10 on Trevor. Write that down. A yellow card for number 10 on Trevor. In our final regular season game. Yellow. Number 16 for Birch Tyler. Lofts it. Gorgeous, just over the head, but Tyler's a little frustrated. I've not noted cards so far, but in case I do, We have that on record. T is back in the game. He has a little schmutz in his nose. Said schmutz properly this time, and having some issues with that in our previous broadcast. That's my favorite. One of my favorite words. T whiffs. Maybe some issues with his nose. Don't know how that affects his feet, but T looking a little staggerish so far in the second half, coming off of a big-time ball to the face. As that's going to be out, coming back to the BWL Lions. It's around, what time is it now? It's 5:18 on a nice, brisk Wednesday. Andrew, it's one of my favorite Wednesdays in a while because I'm here calling soccer as well as Knicks on Wednesday night. The first Knick game of the season starts tonight. Andrew, I'm a big basketball guy.
Absolutely. If you know William Rosen, you'll know that he is always following the Knicks. As we see, it's kicked off by Eric Lee, down to number 7. Dylan Blackman trying to play defense. Through Dylan Blackman, and Frank Seaman past him.
To Tobias Kloner.
Tobias kicks it out.
Number 4 lifts it past Tobias Kloner, and that's going to be handled by number 11. Number 11 crosses it to 38, and that's a goal. Number 38 capitalizes on the Trevor Day opportunity. Number 38, previously in goal, gets his own goal as Trevor Day is celebrating.
Now it will be a 4-0 game.
4-0 in favor of Trevor Day. Unfortunate. Looks like the whole team of Trevor celebrating, and they look really good. I'm not going to lie. They look fantastic so far as another plane approaches. And we're approaching 20 minutes for nothing. Trevor, they need to get something going, Birch does, as they've had, I don't even know if they've had a shot on goal, and that's going to be rolled out. Can it hit the thing? No, it does not. Number 11, he will take it for himself right to 26, right in front of us, 26. Right to 6, intercepted by Frank Seaman, and Massimo is in the game. Massimo, I don't want to butcher his last name, Famularo, I believe, is in the game. One of my favorite. Eric has to get there. Eric. Oh, Eric just gets there. What a save. Tripping, and that's a field goal. No goal, but Eric gets there as he tripping and fixing his step, gets there. Ricocheted, and that is a no goal, but a field goal by Trevor. Once again, we're always joking here. There is no field goal in soccer, of course. Eric Lee with a nice recovery off of that staggered jump as he boots it off. Eric has looked good. I'm going to be frank with you. Eric has looked good.
To Frank Seaman.
Oh, Charlie Brewster on the far left side. Charlie Brewster, a junior. Can he cross it? No, he cannot.
Stolen by number 19, and it will be Birch ball.
Charlie Brewster to throw in. I don't know why he's going there exactly. I don't know what that was. Come on. We need to get people. Wow, they are not tiring at all. Oh, a nice cross. That's going to be onside. A nice cross. Can he get there again? No, but Eric, an excellent save. Eric has looked fantastic. Even though it's a 4-0 game, he himself has looked real good. It's just been unfortunate. The goals that have gone by him are not all directly his fault today. A nice little interference by Dylan, but he can't get there. Speedy number 6. Number 6, excuse me, as number 19 wants to get himself on Trevor Day, and that's going to be out on the bench. As Dylan Blackman takes it up the court, outfield, gives it to Frank. 2 seniors to Charlie Brewster, a junior. And communication was off there as Frank Seaman hits the floor in agony. On the far left side, wow, what a fast. Is that? Oh, Zach Gulib checking into the game. A sophomore as well checking into the game. A fan favorite here is Zachary Gulib. And it looks like there is going to be... Oh, that's going to be out. What? A weird call here at Purchase. A little bit of a lull in the action right now as we're approaching 16 minutes remaining in this varsity soccer game. As number 38 trying to get himself another goal, and that's going to be a handball. Credit, ball to Birch. An upsetting game as the momentum seems to have shifted heading into the playoffs, at least right now, trying to get this out of their head and get a couple goals to get back into the playoff for Birch. Even though they are clinched, they still want a good head, good mindset going into the game tomorrow. Monday. Monday. Is it a Monday or tomorrow?
We do not play tomorrow.
Okay, then it's Monday.
It should be Monday afternoon for the Birch-Wathen Lions.
And we are unsure if we're going to be covering that game or varsity volleyball's playoff.
So many great games going on at this time of year. Both teams in the playoff. It's looking very exciting for the Lions.
It's very exciting, but it's also quite challenging for us to get our schedule lined up, especially just us three, myself, Andrew, and Jack, always trying to get equal coverage of each game. As they need to get something going in the late stage of the second half, it's going to be cross to Russell Fisher. Can he get a goal? Russell Fisher ricocheted, and it's going to stay with the Lions, the Birch-Wathen Lennox Lions in particular. Charlie Brewster to attempt the corner kick. And that's going to be batted away from Birch by Trevor, as Tyler cannot climb the defender as he wanted to originally. Oh, man, a breakaway, and another goal. Goal number 12. A little bit of a celebration. A little bit of celebration. A 5-0 game. Trevor Day. Trevor has looked absolutely exceptional. It's going to be a substitution on the field. Andrew, it's been a long game. Not to say nobody has looked good on the team, but a little bit of a tough start in this game. I don't know how they can. I don't think they can come back.
I mean, you never know, but as of now, it's definitely been a tough game for the Birch Lions. Great playing all around, but Trevor Day has just outs them in almost every part of the game.
Well said, Andrew. As Massimo with his first touch of the game. Massimo trying to get the ball away. He does. He kicks it to Charlie Brewster as he touches it with his chest. Charlie Brewster give it to Dylan Blackman. Can't control it. Massimo, number 41 in the game. As it's another opportunity, but it's taken away from the Trevor School by Tobias, but right to 15. That was not good. He was better off holding the ball in the corner as Massimo trying to defend. Massimo can't. A breakaway and can't get it through Eric Lee. Eric on those defensive plays has looked good close to the ground, but it's the ones in the air that have really been a struggle. Substitution checking in. Oh, a mass substitution. Got a photo of this. A major sub alert. A major sub alert in the final regular season game for the Lions. A lot of the underclassmen checking into the game, as well as Nico Nassim, senior on the year. Checking out of the game, Tyler Trishot, Zach Gulib, Tobias Kloner checking in, Charlie Shearman, Pele, Pelly checking out, excuse me, and Jared staying in. As a nothing. Who else checked into the game? Ooh, corner on the crossbar is no good. Looks like Henrik Zemecki in the game as well. As a offside. Offside is called. Around 11 minutes left in the game. But even though it hasn't looked good, it is still senior night. It's senior night here at the Purchase College. And we want to recognize each individual senior for making it this far in their academic and athletic career. Frank Seaman right now on the field. Dylan Blackman on the field as well. I think those are the only two. Make it Jasper Jacobs as well on the field. And Charlie Shearman on the field are the seniors on the field right now. Looks like Nico is also there. Nice gesture from Coach Vukovic, putting them into the game, giving them some credit. And can one of the seniors get a goal? Frank Seaman. Frank Seaman has a big opportunity here. Can he convert? No. Trevor has looked phenomenal on the defensive end, and number 15 will take it. Number 15, right in the face of Ryan. A little lighter than the previous T incident, and Ryan will get there. Make that Eric. Well, that was a great photo. Massimo lofts it to the 30-yard line, and the ball is coming right for me. The call is running right for me, and it was out. Massimo to throw in. Sub. Massimo right next to me. Massimo has just entered the game. Massimo to throw in. And that was Dylan always joking around. Throwing for Trevor Day. As Massimo to Frank Seaman. But it's intercepted by Trevor Day's school. A breakaway opportunity again for Trevor. Can they capitalize?
Frank Seaman took a hard hit to the ground. He looks like he's limping there. We hope he's okay. One of the key players on this team.
You don't want him hurt going into the playoffs. Yeah, he looks a little slow to get up right over there. Looks like Dylan's calling for himself to be subbed out. Hopefully everything's okay with him. Don't know if it will be granted. Nope, it will not. Eric Lee to kick out to Frank Seaman. Frank Seaman in the air. Number 5. Then Nico boot it. Nico cannot boot it, but gets it directly to Frank. Needs to avoid some people. Frank Seaman looks like he was being held there, but it was not called on the field. Trevor Day, number 26, lofts it. A breakaway, but Eric Lee needs to get there, and Eric Lee does. Eric Lee will kick it out. Eric Lee, very high kick. A nice touch by Charlie Brewster, but it looks like 26 will get there. And no, he will not. White ball. I guess it's white ball. Now it is not. It is now birch ball. Dylan, the ongoing banner. Ryan throwing it in, excuse me. Jasper Jacobs. Handball. That's going to be a handball on Trevor. Birch to get possession back. Senior Dylan Blackman will take it. Looks like Frank Seaman to kick it off. Frank Seaman directly through, and that's going to be keeper ball. Roughly 6 minutes and 52 seconds remaining in a tough matchup here at Purchase. Oh, no, another goal opportunity for number 32. Number 32, can he capitalize? Oh, a save by Eric Lee! Oh, Eric! Charlie Brewster can't get anything. Eric to kick. Eric has had a euphoric day so far. Eric has had a fantastic day in goal on the more minimal goals. He has let up 5 goals, but it really is tough to say that they are his fault. And it doesn't seem, unless you're watching the game, that it is not his fault directly. It's just tough because it looks like it is on him, which it is clearly not. It's mostly can't get anything going on offense. Ryan Agolnik to throw in. Ryan Agolnik gets it through to Dylan Blackman. Dylan Blackman. Oh, a nice header by Trevor. As Zach Gulib into the game with his first touch. Henrik Zemecki boots it. They need someone to get forward, and it looks like the only person doing that is a speedy Jasper Jacobs, as well as Massimo. Jasper, don't know what you're doing there. Dancing and prancing as number 26 can't get the ball. 26 does. Massimo trying to compete with him as 37 Charlie Brewster trying to compete with 36, and he cannot. Looks like the goalie doesn't know exactly where to go, but he will boot it. A nice boot around the 52-yard line for the goalie. Oh, right off the top of Dylan. Can he get something going? He needs to. It's senior night. He's the captain, and can he get something? Doesn't look like it, at least for the moment of now. Don't know what's happening here. Ryan Agolnik intercepts. Ryan Agolnik, can he get something going? Agolnik, got to get it going. As he falls to the ground, nothing called. Oh, no, another opportunity. Zach, can he get there? No, he can't. Eric does. Oh, no. Oh, wow, nothing was called. That's surprising, especially to me. That looked like Eric bowed into him. Another field goal. Oh, a mass substitution for the Lions once more. 16, Tyler Truchot, Russell Fisher, Matthew Pele, Tobias Kloner, and Jared Josephson checking into the game, replacing number 22. I believe number 22 is Charlie Sherman, Dylan Blackman, and Tyler Truchot. Christian Frank Seaman, and Nico Nassim. Massimo, can he get something going? Oh, Massimo, a nice pass. Oh, nice touch by Matthew. Oh, Charlie has a breakaway, but it looks like the speedier number 20, 25. Physical play. Massimo, can he get there? Massimo cannot get there as it's right near the goal line. Number 15, number 7. Agolnik, a nice cross. Jared Josephson, don't know where you're going with that ball, though, as that's going to be cleared near T. That's going to be a handball. Maybe not a handball. Excuse me. Unless that was. Less than 2 minutes to play in a senior night. That has not gone to plan for the Lions. Even though they haven't scored a goal, it's still a great day for the seniors. As that's given to Ryan Agolnik. T looking to race for it. T cannot get there. Number 38 trying to get something going on Dalton. Correction, Trevor. Excuse me. I've been getting that mixed up the whole day before starting the broadcast. It's going to be wide of the goal. Oh, wow. A lot of cars continue to roll in. Looks like there's a big matchup. Maybe it's SUNY Purchase. We'll get news on that in a moment. With less than 1 minute in the game. Hasn't looked too great, but it is senior night, and we got to remember this game is for the seniors. Last regular season game for the Lions, as they will be dropping their regular season record, not including league or not league, their regular season record to another goal. Another goal. Write it down, Andrew. Another goal. 6-0. An unfortunate way to end a fantastic season, as they will drop to 7-5, I believe. Looks like Birch is just going to let the clock wind out. A nice performance by them. Nice performance by Trevor, excuse me. As it's a 6-0 game. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Game is finished. A unfortunate way to end the regular season from the Birchwood Lennox varsity soccer team. A score of 6-0 to end the day here at Purchase. Alongside myself, I'm William Rosen, joined by Andrew Kaplan on cameras. And we're saying good night and happy senior night from Birch.